My name is Jason. I'm an addict. I accepted that I know I didn't even use all that much. I talk about I drank alcohol 16 times during 2020 as last year. Most recently, it was August 21st. 11 times 2019. A few more times before that. Of course, quite a bit actually in 2016. When I say quite a bit, I mean we're talking like 6 days in a row at one point, and well, yeah, starting that. Okay, so my birthday was like that Tuesday, 2016. I was in San Jose. I drank a lot that week, and of course, ending on that Thanksgiving that Saturday. But next after that, I stopped again. It's all about your associations. But my point here is the associations that you're having with your family. I made a big deal. Didn't realize it would cause such a fuss with people at the Narcotics Anonymous meeting. I know it was supposed to be anonymous, but yeah, I put it out there. You know how I am. I love to be the light of the world and Mr. Transparency, all that stuff. I kind of like want to do more, like my hair, like pull it down a little bit, maybe. But now I put the coconut oil in there and it kind of pulls it up. I do coconut oil in certain parts of my body. It seems to be help. Anyway, people are using their mom and dad, or one of the two, as their enabler, their user. They're manipulating them. And I did it. I didn't realize it, but I knew that my dad, for example, I knew subconsciously, yeah, I can go hang out with my dad and he'll be okay with my using of alcohol. And of course, he did other things. He said he stopped alcohol, but that's another issue. And then, of course, my mom, she did every. I mean, to this day, obviously, I'm sure I don't talk to her anymore. But the thing is, people are holding on to these relationships. You need to look at your associations, and I've done this with myself. That's why I've been so like I don't. I mean, I've talked to my therapist. I have a therapist about my isolating myself. Oh, tell me Michael Jordan didn't do this, and Elon Musk, and I love to have relationships with people, but the issue is people they're here for a week. They're here to use you or just get something out of you. So I haven't had a whole lot of relationships with people in a long time. I mean, a long time for me is like a few years. I mean, like really just being around people that much. I mean, I'll hang out with somebody here and there, groups of people kind of stuff, but it's very not so much intimate. And that's going back to my family. Yeah, I got thousands of days of great times with my mom and my dad. So my first night overnight with my dad, December 22nd, not over forget it, 2014. I mean, I've had so many good times with my mom and my dad, and both of them together at points too. Most recently in 2015 or something, maybe 2016 or so. Pretty sure it was 2015. No, I drove her up there one time and we hung out with my dad. That was probably 2008. I think maybe no, I don't think it's not 2018. But these people are holding on to these relationships, these associations, to use and abuse their mother and dad when those people are users. You got to cut off these users. That's all there is to it. Just you're out. Cut it out. Okay. That's how it's gonna work. If you want to win, you can't be running around with losers. I've been watching a lot of Michael Jordan videos and interviews and things. I'm really into these kind of people. Um, Warren Buffett, obviously, going in the books of Benjamin Graham and Peter Lynch. I'm into these. The reality is Jeffrey Bezos did something. Bill Gates. These are men who, you look like they're making money and stuff, but they're doing something. I love, whatever it was Martin Luther King was doing. He got some attention. Malcolm X. These are amazing, amazing men of God. They were able to really move Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump. These gatherings that Donald Trump was doing is just wow. Hillary Clinton with what she did with her husband. What are these people doing? Gigi Hadid. Wow. Birthday April 23rd. Same date as my second wife. So I look at these people. What do they do? Aksenia and Shumisheva. Wow. I just saw the newest video, empowerment. These people were innovators, and it's about who you run with, though. It really is, y'all. If you want to win a basketball game, you got to play with winners. If you want to, be healthy, you got to run around with healthy people. And obviously, the issue too, if you want to be successful in life, I know Elon Musk. Look, the reality is their stock was tanking when he was smoking that joint on Joe Rogan's show. I love Elon Musk. I really admire him. I like him a lot. He's a nomad like me, I really look up to that nomad in him. I mean, he's extreme nomad. I mean, he's homeless, dude. I mean, that guy is radical. I like how radical he is. You gotta cut off all that stuff that's just bringing you down, weighing you down. And I'm seeing it in my life right now. The areas where I'm succeeding, the success in my life has just been wow. Just you know, the issue with regard to the neurological diseases has been. I'm looking at my eyes right now. Most people with Leber's hereditary, I don't know if anybody hereditary neuropathy can't look at their eyes like this. I gotta. I was going at the where I am on the selfie thing, but the camera's over, the lens is over here. How cool is that, right? You are who you run with. Jim Rome, I really like what he always says this. You are who you run with. People are using and abusing their mother and dad, or one of the two, or whatever, and they're going back to that. It's how are you respecting your mom, and you're disrespecting them. You start respecting them and say, you know what? No, I'm gonna have no tolerance for what you're doing. Which in many cases that's actually illegal, y'all. So I'm really hitting this thing good. This dead horse, if it's dead, I'm gonna keep. They say you're beating a dead horse in certain things, whatever it might be. I'm really gonna come strong with this. I really, really feel it, and I'm seeing in every single person who's, they call it relapsing, going back to a hit of whatever, or line of whatever, needle, whatever. Drink. If you don't pick up, you can't get high. Easy does it. They're holding on to mom and dad, when in reality they're the probably most cases I'm seeing. Why are they going right back into that lifestyle of, you know, drugs and or alcoholism? It's because they learned it. And that's these stories that I hear. Oh my god! I should start like a big segment on all this stuff. I can't like quite share what's being talk about in the actual meetings too much, but the things that I'm learning, wow. Yeah, they're going right back because they're holding on to associations, and it's usually the mom and dad, one of the two. I think it's about 100% of the people that are going, onward. Even holding on to the spirit of the person who's passed away or wherever. You can't be looking up to these people as good people. Oh, but they're mom and dad. No, they're filthy, wicked, nasty, hateful, just egregious people, repugnant. If they're using whomever it is. Huh. So that's where you get your clarity. You're not gonna be around them. We're just under 10 minutes. Thank you so much, y'all. I enjoy sharing these things.